Gotcha.
Pretty set.
Good.
All right. Welcome and congratulations. You just finished the most stressful, hardest 4 years of your life. You're all done with college. No more tests, no more late nights. You're probably gonna miss the partying. And then one day, you get your mail. Well, what's that? Dear Mr. Kuisle, we send you this letter to let you know that your 6-month deferment is up. You now owe your student loans. The total is, wow. Whatever. I'll just call Dad. Dad will borrow me the money. Yeah. Hey, Dad. Yeah, I just got my letter, my financial aid. What? Hello? You hung up on me. Oh, man. I guess it's time to enter the real world and get a job. Where do I start? What do I do? The 3 main things that I found to do is you want to have a good resume, you want to be able to network with people, and you want to know interview etiquette. All right. So how to land a job after college? First, you want to start with your resume. Keep personal information to a minimum. You don't want to talk about your family. You don't want to say little Susie was a runner-up in gymnastics. Keep it to business related. You want to, instead of talking about like personal information, family information, you want to focus on your strengths and skills. And the strengths and skills that you really want to focus on are the ones that pertain to the job or that you got your major in college. You don't want to use useless information. The types of abilities that, like I said, that pertain to the job. You're allowed to talk about your hobbies and your volunteer experience because it does look good on an application. Talk about whether you coached or you helped at the Dorothy Day House. And when you're doing your resume, you do want to add your own flavor. You want it to stand out when you turn it in, when it comes across an interviewer's desk. I mean, you don't want to be obnoxious with it, but you can add colors, make things stand out. One thing I did read on, it was an article called What Employers Seek in the Job Place by Jerrod Kuisle in 2013. You do want to use white space. You don't want to have it filled with just useless information. Like this one here. This is a universal no-no when it comes to doing a resume for a job. I mean, it's hard to read, nothing really makes sense. The font's not good, and it's too cluttered. This one here, however, as you can see, the first thing the person sees is your name, what you're going for, and there's a picture of yourself. It stands out, they know what you look like, they kind of know what the type of person you are without actually meeting you. And then he just simply lists some of his skills, some of the things that he's done and with his experience, and then, of course, some of the awards that he's won, like his hobbies and stuff. All right, so you've put the time in, you've made your resume. It's time to put it to work. You want to know how to network. First, when you start networking, you want to know what type of job you want to get into. You want to know where you want to end up. So you want the specifics because it gives you an easier idea of meeting people instead of just meeting a whole bunch of random people and ending up in a job that you don't want to do. And actually, the first thing you want to do when you're networking, or the second thing, sorry, is get in touch with your references. Think about all the people you know. I'm sure friends, family, and then you add in your references. You almost, depending on how many references you have, you double, triple the amount of people you can talk to. Also, the thing they like about references is if you're applying at a company or trying to get into a company and you're friends with a friend, it just looks better. You should also try looking for companies that you can shadow or internship at. Spend the time learning what they do, and usually at the end of it, there's a job opportunity, not always. And the last thing is social media, not like Facebook, but there's a website called LinkedIn. It's like Facebook, but it's a lot more appropriate. It isn't gonna have all those pictures that you had at the parties in college. And so you can get on there, you start a profile, like I said, it's like Facebook. If you already have a LinkedIn, like if you're an older person, well, not an older person, but just a person that's already been in the work generation or out in the working world, you wanna, if you upgrade or update your LinkedIn, it automatically will notify potential recruiters. So whether it's changing not your birthday, but like updating like what you did, like just different certificates and whatnot, it'll pop up and recruiters can see it right away. All right, so you've networked, you found a person that is willing to, they took a look at your resume, they offered you a chance to interview with this company. Sources. And those sources came from John Clara, Melinda Smith from Networking Tips at help.org. Interview etiquette. There's a lot of things you gotta look into when you're doing interviews. The first I've always heard is you want to dress to impress. The quote is, you want to dress for the job you want, not the job that you have. It's pretty hard to overdress, but you want to wear dress pants, you want to wear a dress shirt, a button up with a tie, and if you could, probably wear a sport coat. Body language, when you're sitting in an interview, you want to sit up straight, you don't want to have your arms crossed, you don't want to talk with your hands a lot, and you want to always have a smile on your face. Asking questions, it's really important to ask questions during an interview about the company, what they do, things you can do to improve, move up the ladder in the company. It just shows that you're interested in working there, and being interested always helps you out. Don't hide information. Like on your resume, if you have, like from 2002 to 2003, you worked at McDonald's, but then from 03 to 08, you don't have anything. They like to know, like just tell them why you weren't working or what was going on during that time. Because if you hide that information, it just looks bad. And post-interview. They say, I was reading an article and it said that it was wondering if people thought that the handwritten letter after a post-interview or after the interview as a post-interview thank you was overrated. And every article that I read said that it wasn't. You don't want to, I mean, you can call them and thank them. Don't just leave a voicemail if they don't answer. Make sure to call them back and thank them. Don't send an email. If you can, whenever you can, send a post-interview letter, handwritten. And of course, so your interview went well, you got the option, they call you, they offer you the job, and you can start paying back your student loans without having to live in mom and dad's basement. Thank you.